Welcome. On this channel, you'll learn to do English pronunciation right, so you'll improve your spoken English and sound much more like a native English speaker. The aim is to help you achieve posh spoken English, and our model would be the Received Pronunciation Accent, RP for short. This is the standard British English. But there's so much American content these days. So much that quite a number of people believe American English is more correct. This shouldn't be. Different is equal. So I'll throw in the American perspective as we go, and we'll see how British and American English compare. So subscribe and come along. It will all be worth your while. Before we dive into today's topic, a little housekeeping. As you may already know, one cannot tell how English words are pronounced just by how they are spelled. This is why it's important to learn speech sounds, also known as phonetics, used in English language, and their related symbols. A collection of all these speech sound symbols, which guide pronunciation in English, and indeed all the languages, is called the International Phonetic Alphabet, the IPA for short. So the letters of the English alphabet are used in the spelling of words, and the speech sound symbols on the IPA chart guide the pronunciation of words. The phonetics of a word are encased in forward slashes to distinguish them from the spelling of the word. For example, the phonetics of the word build are encased in forward slashes to distinguish them from the spelling of the word. Today, the consonant sounds will be introduced. We'll also do a few vowel sounds. We'll see how the the E, and the E sounds are connected, and the differences between the E and the E sounds. There are voiced consonant sounds and voiceless consonant sounds. The voiced consonant sounds are made by vibrating the vocal cords while releasing air through the mouth or the nose. But the voiceless consonant sounds are made only by releasing air through the mouth. The vocal cords do not vibrate. Here are the voiceless consonant sounds. P as in pin, T as in 10, K as in cup, F as in off, S as in some, Ch as in much, Sh as in shoe, Th as in think, H as in house. And the voiced consonant sounds. B as in bag, D as in dawn, G as in game, V as in oven, Z as in zoo, J as in judge, J as in pleasure, Z as in this, L as in light, R as in round, W as in wood, J as in young, M as in moon, N as in nest, and Ng as in sing. In addition to being voiced consonant sounds, the N, and Ng sounds are also called nasal sounds because when they're made, the air is released through the nose and not through the mouth like the other consonant sounds. In English speech, there are pure vowel sounds, also called monophthongs. They are known as pure vowel sounds because each is just a single sound. And then there are diphthongs, which are vowel sounds, each consisting of two pure vowel sounds. And then there are also triphthongs, which are vowel sounds, each consisting of three pure vowel sounds. The air sound is transcribed as a small letter E in British English and the small epsilon in American English. Interestingly, on the IP chart, it's the small epsilon which represents the air sound. The small letter E actually represents another sound, the A, which is made with the tongue tensed in the mouth. The A sound is used by some other English accents, so we hear them say head instead of head and taste instead of test. But in standard British and American English, the air sound is made with the tongue relaxed in the mouth, not tensed. A. And again, A. So you will find the air sound in words with the letter E, as in chess and in 10. In words with the letters EA, as in cleanse and in bread. And in a few words with the letter A, as in any and in says. The long E sound is transcribed as a small letter I with a colon, that is 2 dots beside it. A colon beside an IP symbol indicates that you should lengthen the sound when you make it. The short version of the long E sound is a familiar sound in many other spoken languages, but you need to actively lengthen the long E sound, as the colon implies, to sound more natural. To make this sound, say E. You'll find the long E sound in words with double E, as in real and in sweet. In words with EA, as in speak and in ease. In words with IE, as in chief and relief. And in words with EI, as in conceive and receive. And then there's the short E sound, transcribed as the small letter I without a colon beside it, but with a bar on top and below. It is one of the English speech sounds unfamiliar to non-native speakers. To make the E sound, relax the tongue as if to say air, but instead say the letter E quickly. E. Again, E. The E is found in words like this, mill, enjoy, eternal, miss, symbol, singing, clapping, highness, sweetness, painless, spotless, image, frontage, surface. Try to learn the E sound and get it right, as it occurs very often in English speech. And then there's the short E sound, which is the short version of the long E sound. It is simply transcribed as the small letter I without the colon beside it. This short E sound is the familiar one to non-native English speakers. To make this sound, just say E. This second short E sound is typically found at the end of words. For example, in words ending with the letter Y, like happy and any. In words ending with the letters EY, like Abby and money. And in words ending with the letters IE, like freebie and cookie. The second short E sound may also be found within words, at the end of a syllable, where the syllable ends with a short E sound, and the next syllable begins with a vowel sound. For example, in words like affiliate, podium, and in the word foliage. Here, the two short E sounds sit side by side. It's quite a tongue twister. In American English, there is no clear-cut difference between long and short versions of a vowel sound, and Americans prefer not to lengthen vowel sounds generally. So, instead of the long E sound, American English uses the short version, which is the second short E sound, transcribed simply as the small letter I. So, speakers of British English would pronounce SEEL as seal, using the long E sound, while speakers of American English would pronounce the same word as seal, using the second short E sound. However, both speakers of British and American English would pronounce SILL as sill, using the first short E sound. Thank you for watching my video to the end. Please subscribe, like and share. I'm also expecting your comments.